How to set goals like that of $1 million entrepreneur. Hi, this is James Vineeth, author, coach, and a good friend who wants to see you and your business scale and soar new heights. Right, so when it comes to goal setting, I really want to get into the mindset of how you really start setting goals. Words or adjectives like big, small, terrific, awesome, all those things don't matter when it comes to goals for great entrepreneurs, because you know what, these adjectives don't mean anything, because what's good for somebody could be average for another person. What's average for another person could be really extraordinary for another person. So there's no big point talking about all these adjectives. So when you talk about goals, get to numbers. Everybody knows the word called SMART acronym, okay? This is how great leaders set goals. I want to really simplify this and make it practical and implementable and relatable for you. SMART. S for specific. When you talk about goals, be it your fitness goals or business growth goals or sales goals, don't say we want to increase the sales so much. We want to drastically increase our customer walk-ins. Get to numbers. What's the percentage? So S for specific. When you go to a shop to buy a phone, you don't say, give me a good phone, give me an awesome phone, give me an amazing phone. You get to numbers, you get to specs, right? This is the GB that I want, this is the megapixel of the camera that is required, you get to specs. Similarly, when you talk about goals, start having specs, specifications. M for measurable. Every goal needs to be measurable. Don't give words like, I'll try and do as much as possible. No. Get to numbers. Again, M for measurable. If you want to increase your sales, by what percentage? You want to increase the customer satisfaction, by what percentage? Get to numbers. Always your goal needs to be measurable. You want to reduce weight, like how much? You want to increase weight, like how much? You want to spend more time with your family, like how much time? So M for measurable. A for achievable. Do not set goals that are super duper difficult for you to really achieve them. Don't set easy goals. The good example that I try to relate with is like that of a rubber band. Now, when you leave the rubber band just like that, it shrinks, right? It's not too good. And when you expand it, that's when it's really stretching itself. Your goal needs to stretch yourself and your organization as well. And beyond a point, if you pull it, it'll cut off. Similarly, start setting achievable goals for your organization. Your goal should not be easy and it should be difficult. Not impossible, but definitely a difficult goal. It needs to stretch yourself out of your limits so that you can really raise the bar for your organization and for everybody in your organization as well. SMAR for reviewable. Your goal needs to be reviewable. That's why in business we have this quarterly reviews and monthly reviews and all of that. Because if in 60 minutes you can move from point A to point B, within 30 minutes you should be like halfway through. If not, you're not on track. So in business, it's all about checking whether you're on track or off track. If you're on track, well, good. If you're off track, see what action steps you need to take so that you can become on track. So your goal needs to be reviewable. And last T is time bound. Usually I try to ask people, how many of you in the room wants to build your own home, wants to buy a car and all that. So there are few hands usually that go up and I ask them by when. They be like, soon we'll do it. Very soon we'll do it. A goal without a deadline is daydreaming. Never have a goal without a deadline. See, great entrepreneurs, before becoming a great entrepreneur or a great extraordinary person, you need to start thinking like that of an extraordinary person. How the extraordinary mind thinks is when the extraordinary minds set goals, they think or they set goals in terms of SMART. Time bound. By when, by which year, by what month you're going to be reaching that particular milestone. Don't try to do all the calculations and you'll say, okay, fine, I think it'll take another 20-25 years for me to build my own home or have our own built office. No, that's not how it works. Don't try to be too logical. Just throw a number and go by that. And if you think this SMART is too difficult for you to remember, I've got a good news and a shortcut for you, and that's called G = N + D. G for goal. Goal equals N + D. N for numbers and D for deadline. If you want to set a goal for your organization, for your department, for your people and all of that, just think of these two things. Your goal needs to be in numbers so that it's specific, it's measurable and all that. And last but not the least, it needs to have a deadline. So thinking of goals, ensure your goals have numbers and deadlines. I want to wish you all the very best and skyrocketing growth for you and your organization. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, podcast, or liked our page, I would highly recommend you to do that and be engaged with our channel and pages as well. This is James Vineet. I'll see you again with another simple yet powerful and practical insight. Bye-bye.